All right. Close enough. This will fuck with Philip's timeline a little bit, so it makes me happy. First off, I need you to grab a partner you don't normally work with.
You don't normally work.
You don't normally work with.
I got it.
All right.
I'm gold. Like,
All right. Give me an okay. All right. So the biggest thing.
Forget everything.
I love the disclaimer.
Just go ahead back over there. You got it. It's all on you.
100% seriousness. The biggest thing that you have to know about most all of these is it's not, we're going to do it into a throw or into a fall, but most of the times it doesn't actually happen that way when you guys are going 100%. Okay? But it does get you broke free, and that's what we're looking for. Okay? The very first one, when you start and you grab, is I'm going to take a bunch of little tiny steps, and this is what we're going to practice. We're going to practice walking straight back off his center line right here, and just letting your arms relax and letting them come up. Okay? And this is what we're going to practice for just a couple minutes, is just letting this come up. Because what happens is if I lift his hands, that sets him backwards. Do you see that? When I lift up, he goes backwards. And I want him to stay on his toes without getting pulled forward. If I pull forward, that drives him across and into me. So it's very important not to lift and not to pull. I just felt some tomfoolery back there, and I know how I am.
No.
So, all right. So the very first one is a single step back. Okay? And as soon as you feel the end of his ropes in the break, you're going to push straight forward into his chest. Okay? Now, in reality, that's not what normally happens. Okay? What happens is you go back and you push, and your hands get broke free, and they're standing there. But the important thing is your hands are broke free. Okay? That's what we're really honestly looking for when you're doing all the Kogure double hand grabs. I spend a lot of time playing with these and going through and trying to figure out, why did I want the guy still standing here? And then it finally hits you. It's like, the guy let go every single damn time I did it right. When I didn't do it right, the guy still was hanging on one side or the other. Okay? So I want you to grab your partner and practice just walking back and letting your hands come up first. All right? And once you get this, where you can not pull him and your hands just kind of come up, a cheat tool that I used when I first started is, as I took a step back, I was able to lift my hands just a little bit. And as I took a little bit farther, I was able to lift them a little bit. And I didn't have any pull or any push going on with him, or didn't push him back or didn't pull him into me. That's where I started learning. The model that I started using as I was learning was just kind of like ratchet, 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 ratchet. And it worked okay. But that's not what you want to get to. That's not the end goal. So don't practice that as an end. All right? Practice just as you go back, everything gets pulled up all on its own. All right? Do that for a little bit and then we'll get into it.
Yep, there it is. Yes and no, but you did two.
Yeah,
But the thing is, the good
All right,
news is
how you guys doing so far? What do we feel? We're doing good with just letting this back up?
Yeah.
All right, so here's what I want to talk about for this. All right, guys, keep your hands again.
wait, give me my hands. Get where you can see. Get where you can see. Right, where?
He says Stevie can't talk without his hands.
Well, no, I want
You need
everybody to be able to
to
see
talk.
the hands and the movement. You can't see it if you're behind one of us.
Okay, cutting a human in half and in quarters. Okay, this is going to be one of the most important small micro fucking lessons that you can play with. Okay, if you look at a human and you just put a center line right on, your center's on their center, everything's equal and everything's perfect in balance. If I turn my center to half of his center and I cut his half in half and I touch him, he just literally comes unglued, just that small little bit. So what I'm telling you when I say step straight back on this one, okay? Because that's what I was told, and that's what's in my fucking notes and everything, and I'm looking and I watch the videos of everybody that's ever gone through this, Cliff Norgard, Carl Geis, Mike Haygood, everybody that's ever done this and ever shown this to me. Cliff
No
was...
disrespect to them.
No, none, one. Cliff is the only one that ever said half to half, and I didn't know what he meant at that time because I was not one of his judo students, okay? So Cliff, when he was teaching this, was also talking to all his judo students that showed up for Saturday afternoon judo. You know, Saturday morning was Aikido, in the afternoon, rolled through judo. When he said half to half, what he meant is when you step straight back, you don't keep your center line in the center of theirs. When you step, you bring your center line in half of theirs. And I watched the video, and all the other people that did this, Mike did that too. He stepped, and when he stepped, he went boom, but his words were straight back. Okay? And my notes said straight back because all my teachers said, hey, step straight back. All of them. But what we found is that when we did this and we got straight back, everything was good, everything was there, and I have something, but it's not as good. Yep. When we step and we just half that half right here,
Fourth step.
he's all the way through into Kazushi right here, okay? Over,
Remember that? Yeah.
So now the next part is the hands, okay? If I push my hands up right now, as I step back, he has this big feedback.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I get to ride it, man. It's fun.
If I step back, and right as I get tight, I just go, pop! Pull that up, that's that last little piece. We have to,
So you didn't have to have
yeah, we have to really resist the pulling when we pop. Because that's one of the most common things, is we get here and then we go, rah, like this. We don't want that.
Oh, I got it.
You got that?
Well, we got this.
Can you use the pop as part of the push in?
You can, as the push in.
Oh, yeah.
Just
that's-
don't use it as anything
Right.
coming towards you.
Right.
Absolutely, 100%. Stop trying to do crap with your arms. Grab it, shake them loose. Shake. Spaghetti noodles, okay? Legit, spaghetti noodles. Nothing in this art is done with your arms, ever. It's done with proper footwork, body positioning, and the position of your center versus their center. That's where it all takes place. You have to have, well, when Jeff walks out here with these little bitty steps, don't try to lift your arms. Watch. The two bodies separating, literally the two bodies separating, bring your arms up. Neither one of us can help it. It's there. Relax. If you're doing the little bitty steps, that's cool. I'm gonna ease back here. Look, the arms come up. When you get to that point, there it is. Spaghetti noodles, right? Just two pieces of rope attached to a telephone pole with feet.
All right?
That's what
Who
you're
wants to
going for.
feel this first before you go back with your partner? Anybody? Okay? Yeah? I'm gonna go straight back first.
Okay.
And you feel how you're on me?
Yeah, you just sound like my work.
Feel the difference?
No hand.
Okay? And it doesn't
We're gonna work
pull.
with no hands.
It just brings you up. Sir? Push your hands straight back. Okay? Good. Now feel this. Hard. Feel the difference in that?
Yeah, I'm going to this side.
Boom. Okay? So, we're gonna go through and do all of that now, so which is you halving the half, hands in unbendable position, good nice round posture. And when you hit that point and everything hits the stop, all right, okay. All right, so we step back with our feet and everything centered and everything straight, right? And we're sitting here in posture and he's there. That's where we started off. And when he hit that posture and everything landed on my hands, we pushed in. Okay? Next one is Shomanate. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys, do not pull one side. That's going to be the hardest thing for you not to do, is not to sit there and pull one side. So I may or may not be speaking directly to anybody right now, but do not pull one side. Okay? When we do this, what we're going to do is we're going to turn our center. Okay? So we're gonna step straight back and just turn our center. I didn't pull one side. Both my hands are exactly where they started. And I'm in position with both hands broke, both grips broke, to be able to step through Shomanate. Okay? So I'm gonna go real slow. Tink. There's my center point. My foot's loaded. This one's back in driving position. Both grips are broke, and I can just go boom. Okay? Biggest key, do not break your unbendable arm. You break your unbendable arm, you think you got things going good, but when you break your unbendable arm, he's solid, none of your grips are broke. Everything right here is just him getting ready to dive into you. Me, personally, I'd take Osotogari off this one. That's just because that's my favorite. You have to make sure that both your hands stay unbendable and stay in your center. That's just fun.
You just seem to like that. I don't know.
Let me see on soda.
Oh, here. Step back and pull.
Step back and pull one side.
Pull from right here.
Step in.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh boy.
no, it's just a little further breakdown to try to keep the arms from bending, and that is
High, 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 high.
come back and your hands come up here, right? Boom, they come up center. If you slide just that little step and turn him, keep your hands centered. What will happen is he will push that hand for you. Look at there. There's a daggone hand, buddy. Where's your head? Hello. And drive it.
Practice better.
Ah, when they fall. But yeah, just right here. Hands straight at the center. As the hands come up, as the center separate, and bring the hands up. Nice and relaxed like before. Bring your middle arms to bear. Slight turn, and it sets you up right there. Nice and middle arms. Shut up.
Yeah, I always cut myself.
You guys have any questions? All right, good partner.
There's a huge difference.
Whoa, wrong foot.
Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah, man, hold on, check this out. Scott is tall. He has long, linky limbs. They're out here. What I want you to see is I want you to see that if I use this leg right here and I go like this, I just turned him into me. Okay? If I step back with this foot right here and turn, it breaks him down that line. Okay? The same thing, grab hold, grab hold. Same thing if I'm right here. If I step with this foot, this is a setup to be able to go back the same direction. Okay? If I step with this foot, it's a setup to be able to go down the line with him. If I want to turn somebody and move somebody, if I just want your body to move, you lock down, lock down. Okay, don't move. No. Okay. So if I step with this one, you just go right there. Okay? If I step with this one, we just move. Okay? When you think same hand, same foot, that's when you're pushing. Okay? When you're setting up, when you're getting your body into position, okay, please. When you're setting up and you're getting your body into position, if I think this is a hand I'm going to finish with, and I start same hand, same foot, I did. I tied everything to this hand into this foot. I don't want to do that till kake. Okay? So in order to have score, in order to fit, okay, I start with kazushi, score, and now kake. That's when everything connects, is at the end. Okay? You guys tracking?
Yeah.
What questions do we have?
So, because usually you're still here, so you don't start doing shit till you fit it. Usually you're just here.
Yep, I'm just, here's my kazushi, scurry, and then kake. And it happens because at that point, we're tied together. His center, my hand, my foot, it's all tied in one piece.
See the difference? Yeah.
All right, give me.
Yes, sir.
All right, give me an okay. Okay, so we started off going straight back, popping up, and driving through the center. Okay? Then we found out what happens when we pop up and we turn our center, that we can catch this shomanate. Okay, when we leave our hands in our center. Okay? Now we're gonna go slightly different. We're gonna go to the thought pattern that he has us locked down and we're here in place. Okay? If I try to step back, I can't get it. If I try to step forward, I can't get it. So we're gonna start off with just kind of pushing a little bit right here. And we're gonna turn our center to push. We're not gonna push with the side of our hand. We're literally gonna push with our hand blade through our center. And once the weight transfers to that foot, we're gonna start helping that side transfer with this one here. Okay? The biggest thing is, everybody screws this up by trying to go yank at the same time. This literally is a hand change. You're changing and transferring his weight from one of your hands being the active one to the other one being the active one. And that's how this will literally function. Okay? He locks in, we push, and when the weight transfers, we help that side by pushing the other side. Okay? Any questions? All of them. All of them? All right, I have all of them. Do not try to push and pull and drop things down. Don't try to yank somebody around. Don't try to twist them. Literally, just push with your center, and when their weight hits that side, then you just start with the other side.
Similar to either 2B or 4B out of Nami no Waza? Essentially the locked.
Yes, the lock part,
Okay.
very much so. Okay? Biggest thing is making sure that you push with your center. This hand's gonna stay. When it hits the end of your center, make sure you start pushing. Don't leave a piece of you behind. Okay? All right, I'm gonna walk around, go ahead and, do we need to switch parts? So, thank you. Recapping as we go, we've stepped straight back, popped up, and pushed in. We've stepped, caught shomanate. He locked down. I tried to step and I couldn't get anywhere. I was glued to the floor. So I pushed, transferred all his weight to one side, and then helped assist on the other side. Okay? Now, here's where we're at next. We're going to push both hands to one side and step with our outer foot. Okay? Hands are in my center, everything's here, up at shoulder height. As soon as he steps, I'm going to cut off his step. I didn't know you would. Alright, so he locks down. Turning my center, pushing both hands. There's this thing right here. We don't have a grab a Joe for me. Come on, across the side right here. Hold the Joe right here.
Wait, hold it. You said correct.
Put the Joe right at her wrist. Okay, right here. Okay. This is where the tension's at. This is where the power's at right now. When he's holding me, don't let me move anywhere. When he's holding me, that's where it's at. Okay? I can go over it, but I don't have any posture then. What I want to do is I just want to kind of push just barely underneath that line and straight down that line and step down that line. Okay? I didn't change directions or cut into him or anything. When he hits that point where he's about to step, I cut off his step. Do you guys see that?
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, Sensei.
We'll brainstorm a couple times and then I want to kind of ideas. Yeah. Right. Ich, ni, san, shi. Sorry, let's slow down. Go.
Thank you.
Bro, sorry. Shich, hutch, had coffee. Ich, ni, san, shi. Go. Bro, shich, hutch, Y'all are getting ahead of the game. Ich, ni, sorry, son, couldn't resist it. She, go, ro, shich, hutch. Ich, ni, son, 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 she, go, ro, shich, hutch.
Let me change that.
Yeah, y'all been changing.
Well, we just do the natural fallback in our
Hey,
balance
that
instead of.
was the most alike we have all looked on it.
I know,
Here.
it is,
That was
yes.
really pretty.
There's normally
Really
quite a bit
pretty.
differences, so yeah.
I'm second guessing the second round of that one because I'm like, let's leave that right there. One more time. Let's just walk through it at least a couple of times before we get started on anything else. Ready? Yo, you want to count? You count.
I go slow.
Yes.
Because my sore muscles go slow.
You'd be surprised if I let my guys do it. That was slow. I've got some that will be like, itch me, and I'm like, oh God, it's like when I started all over again.
Each,
Yes, ma'am.
ni, san, she, go, roku, sichi, hachi. Each, 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 ni, san, she, go, roku, sichi, hachi. You may? Much slower.
You really were probably maybe half a beat slower.
Yeah, not too much more,
I
but
told you
But,
myself
it's,
mentally.
but your voice is just so
Soothing.
soothing.
Yes, soothing.
Soothing. as opposed to mine.
Trying to remember who it was that, that was the seminars we did at your place after doing that. I and a couple other folks did. Let's do a high speed walk. Each knee, son, sheep, go,
Oh,
broken, sheep,
yeah.
That was mind blowing.
It is.
We used to do that when we started. That's how we
Yes.
walked with that quick.
Yes, I will never forget my first time on the mat, right? Like I didn't even have to do
Yeah,
day
and day,
one
yeah.
walk in,
It's
like,
all
oh,
the
you're
other
the
way
one to train, I think. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So then I get in the middle of the mat, and there's a mat full.
Usually.
Get in the middle so you can see who's around you. Don't worry about it, you know, just try to keep up.
Yeah.
Harry's sitting off the mat, designates
Yeah, the
somebody,
AC is on.
who is Robert,
There's a lot
count it
of
off.
people breathing.
And literally, it was each knee, son, sheep, go. And I'm like, huh? You know? And actually, Harry's brother, at some point in my journey there through the cube ranks, Harry's brother and had me to the sideline, and he was the first one really to break down each movement. That's where I adopted that and teaching it. I'm like, the 3 sections, you know, blah, 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 and stuff I've been doing for years. Who in here is above the age of 50? Good.
Most of us.
Good.
Majority rules.
All right.
Who feels like they're over 70.
I pick up my guys all the time. I'm like, it's cool, dude. Yeah, if you're doing this, I'm going to be over here doing this because I'm doing some old farm keto these days. But we find that, huh?
What?
But that looked really, really good. I think one main difference is, and this is just something to think about, play with, whatever, is, where's the book? Anybody got that?
Yeah, right behind the door.
Yeah, no, I brought my weapon.
You ain't got just roof behind the door.
Oh, there's behind the door.
That's extra steps though. It's over 50. That's over
Yeah, but
50
that
votes.
one he has to bend down and unzip it.
Whether, you're gonna have to edit this out of the video.
Okay.
This statement, whether any of our predecessors want to admit it or not, this is a sword art. It absolutely is a sword art. And so your walking content, I mentioned the hand blades last night, okay? So, and of course, the majority, with very, 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 very few exceptions, of swordsmen were trained right-handed. You want to, so don't get caught up. Don't get caught up with, right? It's okay. Imagine your hands on the handle of a sword so that they come up together. Because in a true crap, right? If I'm about to haul off and just try to take y'all's head off, is one hand gonna come up or no? And the most efficient thing to do is what? Stuff. Right? We're going over this a few weeks ago. One of my newest students is big guy, but very, very, very meek, very sweet and gentle natured. And I picked up and I screamed, and I went, if I come at him like this, and he's like, and I went, stuff your hands in my face. Just straight up your shin. You know, on a, you guys reminded me, Philip, of this last night. If it's an elongated weapon sort of attack, you want to close the gap, get inside. If it's knife or something, you know, then distance is your friend. That's kind of backward. But on your walk, just, and like I said, what I was seeing was really, 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 really cool a minute ago. Because you're recently, you know, you remember this, right? And here lately, I'm like, no, I've been watching the old Tamiki videos. It's just a sword cut. You know, the hand comes to the opposite shoulder and cuts into the center. Boom, here, and it comes to the same shoulder, cuts into the center. So, playing around with your walk, play around with it. Simplify it. One major thing that on this, and where we were taught, I was taught this, and most of us were originally, as trying to keep your weight 50-50. However, that habit is gonna wear your knees out. You load this rear foot, don't think of it as a pivot, think of it as a step. You're gonna step, turn, be ready to step off, stay mobile. Mobility is life when somebody's trying to kill you. Here, and stay mobile. Just some thoughts, just some ideas. Really the stuff percolating around my brain right now is all, well, I just wanted to, yeah, hang on. You look at the various, we'll get there, Phil.
Where am I going?
Wash my hands. We'll get there. I'll need a new can in just a second. But these cuts are always coming right back to center. Everything. Everything is going to come right back to center. Every time you, okay. Don't get too far into that. Come on. Sir. Where's going to be dummy straight line? Right side attacks, right?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. You look, I slow down. You literally can take this stuff and go move, your move, I'm with you. There it is, my move, boom. Basic. If I screw up, I'm going to screw up. Boom. Where am I? Dead. Right? You're on balance, correct?
Inside.
Mostly, unless I kind of go out that way.
Yeah.
You can overextend. You feel my off balance. If you're pushing with your shoulders, you're going to pitch yourself out. You're going to pitch yourself off balance.
Say that one more time.
Huh?
Say that one more time.
If you're pushing with your shoulders, if I'm trying to drive it and I'm leading out with my shoulders ahead of my center,
That put you off balance.
I'm sacrificing my own balance. Kazushi isn't just balance breaking, it's breaking the balance, posture, and structure. It's breaking, right? So in order to do that, I've got to keep my feet under my own center and keep my posture straight. Ready? Okay. And I've got him just right there dangling over about the fourth toe of his foot, which is that line right out here. Where he came down this straight line is a line of force. You just want to redirect right there. Keep them Aikido and Judo. If you know which foot is down, then it's your game. Yes, sir. Just grab one. But if we're walking here, you can out of that fourth toe. Boom. You got 3 possible physiological recoveries from there. If you get, go that in real quick. If Philip gets me here, watch me. You can do it. Just yourself. Here, I can recover where? Otoshi, Garuma, Yugata. If I recover Otoshi, I'm screwed. He's got all of the Ogoshi and all of the hip tosses there. If I recover Garuma, where are you? Also Gari, yeah. And that direction. If I recover Yugata, where are you? Let's
Even Steven.
Chigari, Ko-Chigari combinations are right there. There's throws at all of these angles. So, Judo, right? And we're going to step back to right here. Aikido. If I know which foot is down, he's got 3 possible responses. If he gives me a Garuma, woo, Shomanate, right? If he gives me Otoshi, step straight through. Right? And if he tries to send me on Jigitai, hit him in the face. Boom, right? Blast him. Shomanate that's the lock pick, right? It's like, okay, never mind. When in doubt, hand to face. Practice your walk. Practice your walk regularly. Practice your walk at home. We got 5 or 10 minutes before you start to walk. set your hips forward. Set your hips forward. From your hips up, you're one unit. When you set those forward, you're automatically on the balls of your feet. Your knees are relaxed. Then when you step, it's literally falling. You're just falling onto your foot. You're throwing it out there, boom, and that's where your dynamic footwork comes from. Hands. Freaky dog. Oh, what do I do with my hands? Wait toward the camera. If we're here and I let this hand drop, Philip gets to stand up, right? If I come in and I let my elbow bend, I'm getting hit with a lift. Out there,
Yeah.
Right?
And here. Fuck around, find out.
Absolutely. So you don't want the find out portion of that. You want that unbendable arm. Okay? Check this out. Let me do this. Let's take a step back from the mindset of the 17, right? Now, move your feet so your arm does not bend. 1, 2, 2. There it is. And I actually had a student last week before, and I took a Joe and stuck in the junction of some of my mats and stood it up and I went, put your wrist right here. And I said, the Joe can play and lean and whatever. I said, but don't let your arm collapse. And I went, so he was having to step, out and around. And I went back because he was, was doing this. And so when we got there then, and he maintained that unbendable arm, bam, there's that. When you step out there and you hit that turn, boom, it's like tightening, it's like shooting a rubber band off your finger. Bam, right there. And so if you want that position, you've got to then carrying that from the releases over into the 17 here. Boom, here, there's the hand switch. I'm keeping this up and out, right? I'm going to switch to here, and look what happens. And look, and I literally, did I do a forward entry or yeah, I did a forward angled entry, didn't I, or a rear angled entry? I don't know, come here, let's play. So I think I was doing a forward angled entry here. But keep that hand up and out. What happens is, we were talking about this last night, whichever direction the force is going to be applied, because this takes his mind off that weapon that he tried to employ and gets his mind on, oh crap, I need to try not to fall, where you prop this up and then just drive, bam, right down the line with it.
Is that a C-clamp that you placed?
Not really. Right.
Not supposed to, he's cheating.
Yeah, he's
What,
got
yeah?
a little.
Yeah, but,
A little yoke.
yeah.
Okay.
That's what he's talking about, see?
Yeah, right. But we'll go into details here, right?
Yeah.
When I'm first teaching somebody, here, right? Good spatial here, unbendable arm, boom. We shift to there before we move through this. Okay, that's what we're on. See the thumb? I just set it there like a shelf. So it's pushing up and out. You're still just blading right there. However, you can yoke the wrist. That's cool too. What you don't want to do is grab hold. Because what?
Keep going.
Stuff you've been over with that.
No, I don't even know that guy.
Right?
He is very detail oriented.
Yeah,
He will
but
ask
it's
the
just
final
funny because
questions.
I'm just imagining, the C-clamp, and then just like, we don't do that. Like, I just remember.
I mean,
them
believe it or not, I know we
I
don't,
just-
but
I
the
just
seminar,
remember
just,
those
other
days,
options.
like you go to a seminar and you hear a bunch of.
Because I want
We're
you.
not.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
And go into that. Look, I'm not clamping.
Yeah.
Feel that?
Right.
Literally, I'm just yoking, and I'm setting it up more as a shelf thing, there to keep that thing up and out and away from me.
Right, now I can.
So I can, boom, set up here and go to whatever next step you present, because
Right.
UK drives everything. But yeah, it's just, boy, grab right here. If I'm gonna turn that around, boom, see, there's that shelf. And it's just because if I grab and you just rooted your feet, that's cool. Just take a step with your left foot and get it back that way. If I'm grabbing these two fingers lock in and make it. If you have to disengage or break away, these are your permanent locks. These two are your breakaways. That if I do reverse this, bam, your structure's not affected. If you lock down with your trigger finger or traffic finger, or both, then you're locked in. These two are the breakaways. That's why you'll see those. You'll see this when I'm moving around and jabbering and demonstrating stuff, because we were taught the wrist yoke. But like I said, it's not. You felt it. It's not a clamp. It's just you're just laying them over there, and really, I'd say a lot of times more than anything, it's a biofeedback thing, where you can tie into who you're working with, and these will pick up shifts and movements, a lot more than the thumb, and a lot more than the blade of the hand. Just, boom.
Yes,
See it right there?
straight wall, yes.
You wanna go ahead and work on some of that?
We can.
Yes, sir.
Break off,
All right.
go over that?
Go.
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
You're the guy.
Sure. No, man, I'm just like, yes, grab a partner, let's play.
Because we're talking about this.
Yeah, so here,
Yeah.
don't forget, here. the most basic thing is what?
Off
A lot of the
line.
stuff I worked
Most
out.
basic thing is to set your hips before you move, all right?
Second.
Move from center, huh?
What's the second?
Huh? Move your ass like that.
Okay.
That's right.
I was
But you want,
Probably
But-
expect a championship, but my guys are working and the government guys are off doing their weekend things. So
But you
we'll
don't-
shit
you
straight
don't-
and Monday we'll execute. So.
you don't want to be grabbing, pushing.
Reaching.
You'll be moving from center, you reaching, good terminology. And here, right? And here. Boom. And you're showing that thing. I got me out there a little bit different. It was the way I was talking about it. Are you guys going over the arm of it?
Whatever you want. I do both. I do a nut shot if you want.
Shot,
To my generation.
put him down.
Yeah.
Eyeballs and chest, it's always one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way I learned it was stacking them, showing their arm and finish, right? But I got my ATAA, and I've been playing around with this idea for years, and Kamiki did a version. I got my ATAA, here, shift your right foot with it. The whole serious thing is, right, I got my ATAA as regular stance attack, right?
Sure.
This ain't a regular stance, right side to right side, the combative stance, not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're right side to right side, well then,
If I'm southpaw.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
well,
about to say southpaw. That's,
well, or left to left. Okay, we're both right-handed. Still, if we're left to left, we'll go right-handed. Combative stance. Regular stance is right to left. Conversation. Regular stance. Okay, we're here. He pops up with the arm. I'm offline, and I'm jamming his head over there. It's still, remember, I am doing a little bit of more kind of kata application. 1, 2 with my feet. It's kind of a 1, 2 with the hands. 1, 2, 3 with my feet. You're just catching. If you're standing, conversation, I yame, regular stance, then come here. Come here. Oh. And again, this blade and that little shelf just above his elbow up here, what it does is cram his arm across his face where, like John Cena, you can't see me, right? And then drive. Now, back to the way I originally learned it was it the old standard, but we still up to the face, turn, and drive through. I've seen, and you guys are doing it above the arm, right?
For the most part.
For the most part?
Unless they lift their arm.
Huh?
Unless they lift their arm.
Unless they lift their arm.
Or
Okay.
that's one short, one's tall.
That's what I started saying. We go by height.
Right, right. So there's those options, right? Okay. But what am I doing? Every time. Yeah. Move from center. That 2 count is just setting your feet. 1, 2. It's just setting your feet for the next step. So as you're moving, you want. Question?
No, go
Something's
ahead.
popping in your brain?
No, go ahead.
Okay. It's just, boom, you're set. You're set for your next step. What?
No.
Come on,
No, go ahead.
say it. Go on here.
Oh, sidebar.
What are we, 2, 3, whatever?
2. We're doing 2.
We're still on 2?
Yes, sir.
Okie dokie, 2. There it is. Sorry.
No, you're good.
We'll cross feet. Across the street.
Alright. Sorry.
Here. And whether you cut across or the old, all right, do the old way here. 1, 2. You know, learning it, we learn to go between the feet. Cool, but feels comfortable with the dance. And when the dance happens and we're really kind of dynamic, it'll happen down line where I'm just kind of hit with and drive. Whatever. Stick with watching, especially if you're demoing, stick with what you know, because I just don't want to put information out there. Okay, when you demo this afternoon, don't stress over this stuff. But take it back, play with it, practice it, comfortable with it. Good there, or keep going.
Think we're good. Let's
Work it.
Can you see the initial off balance?
Yeah.
You couldn't see it.
It's because we don't do it. I just want to.
Yeah.
It's this John Cena stuff. You got to. I can't see it.
You go around.
We're going here. There's his foot, right foot planted. Arm up.
He's driving in. It's a drive in.
Yeah,
it's a drive in,
spiral
yeah.
up.
Okay.
It's driving in this way, turning into him. See that? That's how it is. So
Bring
don't.
bring your body, do it again. Bring your body on around.
Yeah.
There it is.
But so one thing is don't shoot your center this way. So don't be here. Don't run away from.
No, that's number 3.
Alright. But
That's the next one.
but
Now that you're spiraling on this particular
Right.
version of this, let me put
Not for this one.
alright.
what you're doing. You're rocking. All right.
Essentially shove you over into
I was okay 2 meters. We on this particular version, they got me out there. You're just spiraling, okay, upward. All right. So recapping real fast. Start off with the first one. It's stepping, quote unquote, straight back, but you're splitting the guy in half. Okay. And then pushing.
That's the bullet.
Wait.
Doesn't happen. Okay. Second one, you're stepping back, 10-ton step, for showman off take.
I'm getting my practice in from there.
Fine, show me the third one.
Third one.
Oh yeah.
Remarkable.
Restop the groin.
Okay. 4. Pushing across, and as soon as I go to
If he's not
step,
enough.
he's gonna cut me off. Okay. 5th, you sure off there?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have to go out as far on this one. Yes.
Just keep going all the way. There you go. Ball
Step.
again. Okay, so there's our recap real quick of 1 through 5. Where we started yesterday. Any questions on those first? All right. Now, The very next one is a spinning arm bar. This is what we always yell at our students, don't do this. Okay? Well, here's your chance. You get to do this.
I don't yell.
I understand. You have Marvin and
That's right. Philip.
Dan, and they're
I
great
don't-
students.
I don't
I
yell.
might, on the other
Hey,
hand.
Philip, I don't yell.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't yell at
A
my
lot of
students.
the time, the A, B, and C is what I call it. That's what I mess up.
So, right here, when he locks in,
Yeah.
we're gonna push just underneath the level of where he's locked in. Okay, we're gonna step with this, and we're literally gonna spin into this arm bar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So, pushing across, coming across, stepping with it, and you're literally going to spin into the arm bar. Now, the reason why I do not call this wakigatami is because there are two more that are actual wakigatami. This is an arm lock.
Potato, potato.
No, definitely. Okay? Waki, hold tight. Wakigatami is all the way up and in. This, we're at a spinning arm bar. Okay? Waki does not mean armpit. Alright? All judo people have this mad obsession with calling waki meaning armpit hold. Yes, it is an armpit hold, but waki does not mean armpit. Okay? Wakigatami, you have locked in, you have a immovable point, solid hinge point, and your flex or move point. Okay? And there's your wakigatami. This is an arm bar. He is able to move. He is not an immovable point. Go ahead and move, curl in. Give me knucklehead.
You sure? Okay.
Yes. Okay, curl in.
Bend up nothing.
See that? He is movable. Okay? This is why this is not locky. Go ahead, curl in.
I don't want to.
Go ahead, take away. Okay? When you hit waki, when you hit this and make this into movable thing, go ahead and curl in. There is the distinct difference between wakigatami and an armbar. Okay? Waki is solid, he is immovable. An armbar, he is still movable. All right? Any questions on that part? Did I overtalk that part?
No.
All right, so we're gonna grab our hand, gonna push just underneath that level plane.
I'm just seeing everybody behind.
Stepping into that spinning arm bar.
Okay.
All right? Go ahead and practice and I'll walk around. You guys, some people might just be off in their own lands. So, he's holding and resisting. I can't push through the hands, I have to push just under the hands to be able to get out. Stepping out. This is the biggest part for this. I see you guys doing this a lot, pulling in.
Yep.
Which changes where he's at.
100%. That's me. That's my fellow.
Okay. Then I see a lot of other guys trying to go around this way and leaving him in place.
That's my second one I fuck up on.
Okay.
You don't have to be so honest.
You don't want to try and hit the trifecta here.
Let's turn this way for Philip then. Okay. The biggest thing inside this is when you start your spin. See where I'm at? Okay. I'm here. I have double unbendable arm. Everything's locked. Everything's solid. Okay. When I spin, I'm not trying to move him, but you see where he starts to curl and his off balance comes in. And as soon as I have that, that's when I can turn with it at the same time. Okay? If I try to do that without his posture, then one of the other two things happens. I was just talking with my hands, it's okay. Pushing across, he's off to the front corner. Okay? He's not back here, he's not sideways. He's off to that front corner.
Okay.
Stepping, see his body rotating with it?
Yeah.
Okay, does that help?
No,
Yeah.
no elbow to elbow throw.
I'm not worried about that.
No, no, I'm saying
Yep, no.
from here to assist. That, no, okay.
You said literally just a spinning arm bar.
Hey,
We'll do how many? We're gonna start off, this is the 3 series, where you start off with a spinning arm bar, then you have single-handed walkie, and then the one after that, double-handed walkie. So that tells you you have what loose on this one.
One hand.
I like that.
One
They can
hand, 2
count.
feet.
See, Philip's still sitting there trying to figure it out.
I didn't hear the question.
We ain't gonna edit none of that out. Scott, we love you. You're gonna have to edit this one. Same as before. You're pushing underneath the strength to that front corner. When you hit the end of you, okay? You're going to turn. Now instead of rolling into this, you're gonna do this the same way you start into actual walking time. You're gonna push across the elbow and drive down the line. One-handed walk. Okay? The other one, spun around, you actually just took the arm and reaped the arm. Pushing, stepping, and instead of spinning for this, you're actually gonna drive down that line. Okay? Not a whole lot's of distinction, but there's a little bit there, and the biggest thing is that what you're looking for inside this is that you're not going all the way around and spinning this. You're starting, you're getting here, and the same way through kata is you're stepping through that off-balance line there. You're not spinning into it.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
So, I think I was doing this one to Scott instead of the right one. So, I need to understand the difference, if you could do that.
Through here, pushing across, stepping, spinning arm bar is literally spinning into the arm bar. Okay? And he was a very movable point at that time. He could move, right?
I think so.
Okay. Off balance, spinning arm bar, he's moving. Okay? He's movable. Pushing to the front, stepping, going down the line. He's not movable. He's stuck to my line. He has no choice or say or anything in the matter other than his posture's limited to going straight step down the line. Okay? Does that help?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay? Any questions right now? Okay. Biggest distinction is from spinning to actual wakigatami going down the line, focusing on all the small key pivotal points of kata, pushing through the elbow, rolling it down the line, making sure the body is immovable next to you. Okay, it's not a semi-movable as with the spinning arm bar. Any other questions? All right, let's hit it. Hurry up. Everybody standing around, so we're gonna get going on the next one. Right? Okay. So, we did pushing to the front and spinning arm bar. We did pushing to the front and actually hitting wakigatami. Now we're going to go back to the last of the armbar series. We're going to step off line, hands up, he's off in the corner. We're going to turn our center, keeping our hands in our center, and hit traditional or classical or double arm wakigatami, however you want to word that. Okay? Come on, listen. Okay. Stepping off the line, hands out, turning our center, curling, and we're going to hit all the way in for double arm wakigatami. Any questions? All right, let's get to the last walk you get, Tommy, and we'll get into the next one.
Fantastic.
Do you have any questions? Okay, the armbar series, the three of them, they predict the dish, they show you the traditional places in which you're at for an armbar. And it gives you an actual exercise so you can learn to fit and not have any issues. All right? Give me
Wait, I got a question,
Go.
because I want to own if I screw this up, because I've been giving instructions. What I just want to make sure that I'm understanding on this is when Tori backs up and I have my hand in the posture, I have to then wait, obviously, for you to give me something and then move. This is coming in,
Yep.
move out the way and go down that line. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Because that's what I explained. I said, the words might have been,
Nope, that was good.
I mean,
have to wait.
everybody has, in modern day, everybody hears that judo means the gentle way. That's a lie. Ju does not mean gentle. Ju means yielding.
Oh, I thought.
Yielding. And that concept right there shines brightly, because if Uge's coming in, if he's owning this line of force, well, that's okay. Give him the line of force. Open it up for him. Here, you can have it.
But you don't know if it's gentle or not.
That's right.
Whoever said Jill, I missed that.
Dewey means
You don't know if I
gentle.
got a knife, and you don't know if I got a gun.
It is one of the translations of that word. Okay? The biggest thing is that a lot of the old teachers, a lot of the originals would say, just wait until you find how much power there is in giving way. And I'm like, that don't make no damn sense.
In giving.
In giving way.
Weight.
Way.
Giving away.
Oh, God. Yes.
And
Giving
as a
way.
young man that came from a lot of striking arts and rolling into this, it was very hard to understand. But when it finally did sink into my little skull, there is a lot of power in giving way. Whole lot of power.
You get a big old guy that's trying to bulldog you.
Yep. All right, so you want to come to me, okay?
Yeah, that's
Okay, so the next one is going to be Kotigei. What we're going to do is we're going to step back to the corners, but this time, as we step back and we relax our arms with little spaghetti noodles, we're going to let them come up. Okay? And as we let it come up, this hand, you're going to feed the left over the right for this side, so that as he starts to move forward, you can turn for Kotigei. Okay? If you notice, my hand's never pointed down. Okay? Okay. Okay, so here we are. We're here. I'm going to go left over right. Okay? And as he starts to feed forward, just going to turn. All right, now, I'm going to have one guy in here that's going to it's like fizzle in his brain. I'm not going to mention any names.
Lamont. I'm already.
Because when we worked on this before, in the past, we've done this going this way,
Yes.
feeding it across, and stepping back.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Okay, now I'm good. I'm good.
So-
See, I'm back on track now.
So as long as he understands that we don't do it that way anymore.
You know, I don't forget. You know, I don't forget
So
those.
it's a throwback to last night.
'Cause I watched
Separate
him go.
and let the hands come up, and then feed it.
Yeah, but I'm saying he said what we were doing before.
Yeah.
We were doing this one,
I just want
and then when the hand's there, you move to it.
So
So okay, I'm good now.
what we're going to do, what we're going to keep in the posture of things so that it is recorded how it's supposed to honestly be, is stepping back to the corner, hands up, then turning through.
Ooh.
Okay?
Jeff, one more time.
We want,
Wow.
I'm looking at camera angle.
ow. For the camera.
in the frame.
Yeah.
That's going
For
to be
the
edited
camera.
out.
sir.
Huh?
That's going to be edited out.
So we're going to relax our arms, noodle arms. We're going to step back to the off balance corner with our palms up. You're going to bring your left over your right, and as he drives forward, you're going to keep them extended out into Kotigei. Is that better?
I was making sure you had good footage of it.
take two. All right,
700.
grab your partner. Next.
Are you good with Kogure? No, let's do
All
it.
right, we've got
Angry
coordination,
butterfly.
just a quick second. All right.
And you better,
Biggest thing is relaxing your arms, okay? Falling back to your off balance corner, stacking your hands, okay? Let everything stack. Hit it.
So what hand stacks what hand?
the hand you're going to attack
You're
is
gonna
going to be
put
tough.
their hand on top of yours.
So,
So it doesn't matter what side you go to, you're gonna put that hand on top of yours.
so this is a confusion a lot of us were having.
Okay,
So when you go to a corner,
go ahead.
so when I come to my right side, your left side,
You're gonna stack your hand on
is that,
Okay.
can I stack it like that?
Now
Or
shoot
do I
another
stack-
hand.
here.
Okay.
On this one, it's opposite.
Okay.
Whatever side you go to, it's opposite hand.
That's,
So yeah, we're going this way, you're gonna stack that hand here.
okay,
So that means you lead hand, lead foot.
I got you.
So that way we can keep you extended as we go, okay? The biggest thing inside Kogure, one of the most prominent problems people have with Kogure is they don't keep their uke extended, okay? If I'm here with him, I get out here and I just turn, I don't have him extended. So all I have is pain compliance. And if he's stronger than me, it's not gonna happen. If he's faster than me, it's not gonna happen. Because paint compliance only buys you so much. But if I have his balance, all I have to do is turn and it's done. That's the biggest thing, is keeping uke extended. If they can bend their arm, if they can hold their center, literally just move their hips underneath and get back into balance, you don't have it. Okay? That one? Yeah. Okay. So, relaxing, going back to the corner, letting this go, stacked hands, okay? Keeping him off balance. Now, if you turn and go down this line, you're letting him take a natural step where he needs to be. You have to turn and go down his line here. Okay? You guys understand that part? Okay? Natural steps are not allowed to be given. We take them. Come across, we don't allow them to take a natural step. And we always kick this and
I don't think that's how y'all teach us.
He said this in case, but only you.
Oh, okay.
this.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
But remember, what is done to me will be done to you.
I may have got my own domain in my image. All right. Are there any questions on that? We'll do that in a little bit, and then we'll move forward to the next one. So we won't stay on it too long. All right. You guys want new okays? New partners or same partner? That's good. All right. Real quick, I want to answer any questions we had on that one, on Shionagi. What questions do we have?
Do you have, what is your best advice to help Tori remember what hand goes with? Because like Manny and I, we live, like I said, when we were doing it was like, yeah, now you do it. No, which way? Oh my God. Finally I came up with
Let him feel the weight.
same hand, same hand gets the same tack. So what advice?
For me personally, the biggest thing is that whatever direction I turn for you off balance,
You attack the other arm.
I'm willing to put my arms together. And that's the side that I'm going to be working with, is right there. Okay? That's how I help keep that in my brain for Shionagi, no matter how it starts off. So for me, for Shionagi going this way, I'm putting these two arms together. Shionagi going the other way, I'm putting these two arms together. Okay? And I always do that. Because that's where I'm at for my off balance, for my unbendable arms. Okay? Does that help?
Yes.
The other biggest thing inside Shionagi with this is that when you get that off balance, your step continues them down that line. Okay? That's the other biggest thing. Any questions on that? No? All right, you're already out here.
Yeah.
I feel the weight.
All right, now, This one's my favorite. Okay, this is the one that no matter what, if I'm gonna do a stupid human trick for somebody that doesn't know Aikido, oh, well, I want you to show me something. This is what I do every damn time. Okay? And the reason why I do this every damn time is because when he locks up hard and solid, I'm just gonna start off and I'm gonna point my foot towards his opposite, my finger towards his opposite toe, and I'm just gonna turn and go the same direction as him. And then I have my toshi. Okay? So, lock it down. Hold it. This is the one that I use, this is the one that I show everybody. Because as I do this right here, it doesn't matter how big they are, no matter where they're at, I can keep them from doing something to count them. Okay? That's the biggest thing when people come and ask for a stupid human trick, is they want to be able to show your stupid human trick doesn't work. That's the only reason why they ask for a stupid human trick.
Is that the word they use, stupid human trick?
That's my word. I like stupid human tricks. One of my old teachers used to always call everything stupid human tricks. Like, oh, watch this stupid human trick, and he'd touch somebody somewhere, and they'd just like break down. So when they ask me to do a stupid human trick, that's the one I show. Now, that same thing done in kata, you're going to let your arms relax, step back to the cone, stack your hands, okay, so your hands are stacked, and when he takes his step, you're going to join him in his step, so now you can do Maya Toshi.
I didn't like that one. You have both my arms.
Yep.
I'm thinking neck tuck.
Okay, turn in sideways. Chink, chink, chink. You're going to relax, you're going to step back to the off-balance corner.
Just a little bit.
Just in case, huh?
Just in case.
Do you want me to throw it anyways?
Hey, you're right there. There you go.
Okay. Relax yourself. Step back to that off-balance corner. Your hands are stacked, so you're going to feed that. When he steps, you're going to join him. And now you can throw him in Maya.
That was an excellent roll.
Okay. Biggest thing about Maya Toshi. Maya Toshi is not lifting up and then turning forward. That is not Maya Toshi.
That's armbar. It hurt.
Okay? Maya Toshi is literally you rolling yourself forward. Okay?
That roll creates a slight lift on his center.
What happens is when I roll my arm, it ties his center to my center. So now he's part of me, and he's stuck on me like a jacket. So when I step, that jacket can slide back off. But I literally bring his center to my center by rolling my arm over. Okay? All right, I know there's still a couple questions on the last one, and that one's actually pretty difficult to get to do a proper Monotoshi, but we're going to move forward in the interest of time. And y'all know where the hell my school is. You ever want to come and visit? I'll go through all of them with you. Okay? Next one is Sumiyotoshi. It starts off the same way as Shionagi. Okay? Okay? So you start off pushing under the hands, step forward off balance corner. You take your step like you did with Shionagi. Yep. You take your step like you did with Shionagi, but he doesn't move with you. If I try to go under this right now, he's going to have the advantage because he's going to be able to step next. So I leave this extended, open up, and hit the corner. Okay? Pretty basic, pretty simple. Just keep them extended and hit the corner. So pushing under the hands into the forward off balance corner. I step. He doesn't go with. I keep him extended, open up, and draw him to that other corner. The last two, okay? This right here is really close to Tenshinagi when you start. You kind of push, and you get that up here and loaded, okay? Then you're gonna drop back to your knee to extend it, okay?
I don't. Believe me, we done it. I like not one darn bit. You want to feel it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Of course I am.
Dude, okay, make sure you fall right. Trust me on this one. This is the one you don't want to fall wrong. I only know it because I hurt my elbow around it.
So he's got it, it's locked. It's kind of like tension, trying to push to the corner to get the weight to transfer to the other, but it doesn't transfer. So I open and extend this and drop to me.
Boy, you almost see this.
Okay. So big points of interest in this is that when I start this, that everything's loaded and everything locks up. And once it's locked up and I can't go forward, I already know there's nowhere else to go but to yield and to give way. So let this open, yielding to give way. When it's extended, you drop. Okay? It's like a nice little pendulum that goes in with this. Be gentle with each other when you're doing this, because if you go hard and you go fast, it's kind of a bugger. Alright? I will walk around. I will not leave the mat. I will come and see you. By the way, the last one in the series, it's my absolute favorite. It's a little Koshi throw.
Yeah, I haven't caught on everything this week.
Everything is my favorite. It's not my fault. Okay? What we're going to do... What we're going to do is we're going to step back to the corner, both arms up, and everything's there. Now I'm going to lead this one across and just continue pushing and pushing. When he steps, I'm going to step with him. Okay?
Yeah, that's different.
It's really close to Juji. When we did this in the dojo, we did this nice and tight, and we stayed here and we didn't move. But I'm trying to give you guys the big, broad, expanded version of everything, because when things happen and when you actually do something for real, everything gets nice, tight, small, and really fast and furious. I want you to have a bigger version of this. Okay? So, when you step back to the corner, lead this across. When he steps, you're going to step.
That felt better.
And you just bring them right across your hip into a nice Koshi throw. Hell yeah, come on. Come on, get you some. Okay? He's here, he's locked in. We step back. I lead this across. When he steps, I step.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Completely in his way, leading it across for a Koshi. Okay? I am not reaping him. Any twisting of the back and back muscles, you're going to feel it the next day and it's going to suck. So, when you step back, you push this across. Pushing posture, hands, center, everything's in your center line. When he steps, get in his way. And continue turning as you get in his way. You're literally just putting a small roadblock in his way for that Koshi throw.
Yeah, right?
Okay? Any questions?
So
All right.
lift with your back.